Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. Post-market wrap-up on this Wednesday, July 1st, 2020. All right, bear with me here. Here we go. Let's start off with the markets. A new all-time record high for the NASDAQ. I know you are not surprised if you've been following this blog. That's the way the market's going to go. However, we did finish mixed. The Dow put on a loss, not much, fractional, and the S&P finished higher as well. But the market is just so fake. It is rigged. The banks are buying the market. You know that. I told you on Sunday. It's not going to stop here. Crude oil got bid higher as well, although they managed to hit gold and silver, which did fall. Cryptocurrencies caught a bid today, and the 10-year yield higher. Okay, so this looks like a setup for more record highs moving forward. There is no doubt about it. But let's set the stage here in case you missed it. All right, there's a few things that are really important. Number one, stock futures this morning were lower. At one point, they were markedly lower. But just as the market was opening this morning, all of a sudden, we got this great news. Yeah, great news. Pfizer, their vaccine, their trial for this new COVID vaccine, it's going great. It's fantastic and tremendous. What did that do? Stocks immediately, boom, went higher. Pfizer took off like a skyrocket. And throughout the day, stocks were volatile. They were positive and negative all day long. And again, we closed mixed with a new record high for the NASDAQ, a fractional loss for the Dow, S&P 500 positive. Let me see your shocked face now that you know that crude oil got bid higher. Yeah, you know, it's just not going to stop either. It's part of the game. You know that it's part of the game. There's also something else going on here that you must see this for yourself. I want to talk about this real quick. So I haven't said a word about this Dr. Fauci guy, all right? I see his smiling face on the TV. I hear what comes out of his pie hole. But today, he got into a little back and forth with Senator Rand Paul. And Dr. Fauci admitted this, what I'm about to tell you. I think it's a crime. I think the man should be in handcuffs right now, but it won't happen. Again, he's part of the cabal, part of the thing that's being thrust upon us. So this is what he admitted. Dr. Fauci said that he is putting out information on COVID-19 without having the data. Let that sink in. What this man is saying is driving public policy. You and me have to do things because of what's coming out of this guy's mouth. And here he is in a back and forth with Rand Paul admitting that the information, or at least some of the information he's putting out on COVID-19, there's no data to back it up. People, this goes back to what I have said to you for I don't know how long. You cannot make it up. It's impossible to make up what's going on right now. And it's just bizarre. But again, it's the way we're being manipulated. It's all part of it. It's incredible. Now, what I would like to do with you is I want to cover a few things that blow by blows today. So bear with me because it was quite a day. It really was. All right, so let's do this first. Number one, I told you about Pfizer. Here's the headline. Pfizer stock jumps after it reports positive data in early stage of the coronavirus trial. But here's the deal, okay? The CDC, you see, there's something going on here, obviously, that's very big. You got the CDC and the WHO, the World Health Organization. They are trying very desperately to sell you this vaccine. But the CDC came out with this information. I guess it's supposed to be good news, that Out of every 1 million people that are vaccinated, only about 1.61, I don't know how they figure that out, is going to die from anaphylactic shock after getting the vaccine. Now understand this. This is also from the CDC. At best, there's a 60% success rate with this vaccine. Okay, 60% success rate, a fraction of the people who get the vaccine are going to die. Okay, I got that. But that is all predicated on the assumption that this virus isn't going to mutate. You understand? So I think that takes their 60% at best success rate down really low. In fact, maybe to zero. And it gets worse than that too, because we know that Gilead, they have this miracle drug that hasn't been proven to work yet. Yeah, well, they're going to charge $2,300 out of pocket, even if you have insurance, for that therapy, for the drug that may not work. Meanwhile, you and I have been subsidizing it. So explain that one to me too, as if I were a young child or a golden retriever, because I'm not that bright. So let's move forward here. Big news on Pfizer all over the place. Now, how about this one? This is awesome. The Government Accountability Office. Think about what I just said. There's a Government Accountability Office. It sounds like an oxymoron to me, kind of like a giant shrimp or something like that. Well, they cannot solve the $2.7 trillion mystery of COVID-19 aid. They just don't know where it's going. I want you to think about what I just said. The title, the Government Accountability Office. They can't solve a $2.7 trillion mystery that they don't know where the cash is going. Let me ask you this. How many trillions of dollars have to just vanish before something gets done, before people realize that we are being lied to on an unprecedented scale? And the corruption is frankly off the Richter scale. Seriously. It's too much to me, honestly. Let me go through some more of this here. Yeah, I told you about the death rate from the COVID-19 vaccine, which probably won't work it won't work if the virus mutates, but it's great news that we're getting a vaccine. It's tremendous, and it's coming sooner than we think. Now, here we go again. Now, look, I understand seriously that people are in trouble, but President Trump is out here explaining, here we go. Trump says he wants a larger direct payment to the American people. Now, because of the COVID-19, obviously. But let me ask you this. Where's the cash coming from? Bells going off here? We don't have it. America's broke. The president needs to go beg, please, I have the money from the Fed. Okay, and the Fed gets stronger. This is so big what's going on. Now we have bankrupt states. They're all screaming that are spending billions of dollars on this COVID-19 thing, and they're broke. Guess where they're going to get the cash? And the Federal Reserve told us what, like a month ago? Oh, we're willing to lend to states, municipalities, whatever. Oh, we got the cash. How much do you need? It's incredible. But I'll tell you something. Look, all this, I'm going to get out of this. All this is all well and good here. But the main thing that gets to me is how this Dr. Fauci can admit before the world that he's putting out information on COVID-19 without data, and people are not flipping out. Do you know why? Because they're sheep. It goes right over their head. They don't even hear it. That's the environment we are in. The people have been dumbed down thoroughly enough where nothing matters to them anymore. They walk through time and space like the zombies they are, and they let this stuff just fly over their head. Me, when I heard that, I almost fell out of my chair on the floor here. You almost couldn't pick me up. You think I'm kidding? No, my dog came over, started licking my face. Anyway, so we heard from the Federal Reserve today, their minutes from their last meeting, and the general consensus, you ready for it? More accommodative policy, more money printing, and more asset purchases. Oh, really? Oh, I would never have imagined. How about you? People, You and I are literally living in the twilight zone where nothing is what it seems, nothing is real. And even when it's admitted to us that we are being lied to by a man, a medical doctor, what comes out of his mouth is driving policy, but whatever he's saying is not based on data. Well, some of it isn't. I think that's a crime. Okay, and I want to hear from you. Do you believe it's a crime that policy is being dictated by this guy, okay, via the president and everybody else who has no accountability? You know how it works. Information is being put out that there's no data to back it up. I don't care if it's one thing. It's just too much for me to take. I'm being honest with you. It's incredible. All right, people, look, let me get my head together. Look, today is the first of the month. And as you know, the first of every month, I ask you straight out for your support. If you believe that Greg is doing a good job, Greg's voice needs to be heard here, would you do me a favor? In the description of this video is a link. I want you to click on that link and support my work. How about $5? Just $5. That'll make me feel good. Anyway, with that said, I really do hope you support my work. I'll see you in the morning. I love all of you. And think about these things. It's just too much.